Mixture lean, fuel pump is off, oil temperature and pressures are coming up.
North side. I can get you a no delay. It'll be.
All right, so we got information hotel. Winds are 2804.
Yeah, we can do that 55.
Altimeter is 29901, and they'll be departing from runway 36 left. So we'll call up clearance delivery here in a minute. We'll tell them we're going to be departing to the northeast, Huntsville exact. Clearance delivery November 4508 Romeo.
November 4508 Romeo Huntsville.
November 4508 Romeo, PA32 over at the old T hangars, be VFR departure to the northeast at 3,500. And we have information hotel.
4508 Romeo, roger. I have your request standby.
08 Romeo, departure frequency 125.6, squawk 4312.
125.6, 4312, 08 Romeo.
08 Romeo, read back correct. Cherokee 0 Romeo, you calling for taxi?
Yeah, 0 Romeo is ready taxi.
Number 08 Romeo, runway 36 left, taxi via Juliet Kilo Whiskey.
Juliet Kilo Whiskey, 0 Romeo, 36 left. So we'll pull up our airport diagram so that we can make sure that we're
Sky 4164
on the appropriate
tower, wind 3103, runway 36
taxiway
left,
here. A nice little sunset flight here. Planning on going over to Muscle Shoals. We'll have to see if we still want to do that or just kind of hang around here.
Booster 5566, fly runway heading, runway 36 left, clear for immediate takeoff.
All right, we'll get turned around here and get set up, do our quick run up real quick, make sure they're all set to fly. This is our last chance to make sure the airplane is safe before we get in there. All right, here we are, park and brake set, seat belts are secure, doors are closed and locked. Flight controls free and correct. Trim runs smooth. Good. Instruments. Tail lights work. Alright, altimeter is set 29901. DG is set. Alright, meter looks good. Alright, autopilot. Alright, autopilot set, works, and all is well. Alright, controls, trim is set. Yep. Alright, throttle to 2,000. Alright, we're at 2,000. So Mac check. Left. All rise. We're watching here for our EGT temperatures here. Right. All rise. The prop cycle. 1. And 2 oil pressure drops, no oil on the windscreen, good. Temps and pressures are in the green. Vacuum is good. Alternate air checked. Alright, throttle to idle. Doesn't die, so now we'll set it back to 1,000. Alright, fuel pump is on. Mixture is rich. Comm radios are set. Switch over to tower here. Nav GPS switch was set. We're not doing anything with that. Autopilot is off, correct. Transponder is set. Air conditioner is off. Pitot heat not needed. Flaps set to 10. Confirmed. Yep. Alright, strobes and landing lights are on. And we'll get our takeoff clearance. Alright. Tower 4508 Romeo is ready to go. Runway 36 left.
Saratoga 4508 Romeo, Huntsville Tower, wind 3103. Fry runway heading. Runway 36 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 36 left, and runway heading, 0 Romeo. Some weird static in the radio there. Alright, brakes are off. Lights are on. Alright, so we're going to rotate at 70. We'll fly runway heading. Pattern altitude 1600. Anything less than 1600, we're going straight ahead. Anything more than 1600, try to make a turn back. Alright, fuel pump is on. Landing lights are on. And I'm not hearing my iPad in my headphones, so I'll have to, I can't figure out how to reset that once we get up to altitude. Alright, 36 left confirmed, 36 left on the gyro. Alright, all coming up, everything's in the green. Airspeed is alive. .70 knots, rotate. 85 on the climb out initially. Right rudder. A little right rudder trim here. There we are. All right, 500. So we'll drop our flaps. Landing light is off and fuel pump is off. All right, we'll climb at 100. All right, we'll bring it back down a little bit, down to about 2600.
Saratoga 08 Romeo, contact departure, safe flight.
Over to departure, 0 Romeo. Departure 4508 Romeo, climbing through 2000 for 3500.
4508 Romeo, until departure radar contact, climb through VFR requested altitude and zoom on navigation executive.
Resume on navigation, 0 Romeo.
All right, so we'll go to flight plan, go to direct, activate. All right, it says that our bearing is 049, so we'll turn to 049. A little heat on.
Senior 4 Mike Romeo, send maintain 10,000, 10,000. 10,000.
Go ahead and bring our fuel flow back to 20.
876, contact Memphis Center 128.15, good day. 2815, give me jet 876, good day.
All right, and we'll level it out here at 3,500. I'll pull our throttle back. All right, so we're in our cruise setting. Airspeed, throttle, prop, and mixture are done. Flaps are up, fuel pump is off, and lights are off.
Senior 4 Mike Romeo, traffic 1 o'clock and 10 miles, opposite direction, altitude indicates 9,400. 4 Mike Romeo, all right, clear for the visual on,
Huntsville approach 450 Romeo has Huntsville executive in sight. Would like to go over to VFR.
Alright, Romeo, roger, radar service terminated, spark this far for exchange approved, only traffic after you, 7 miles northwest of executive, 4,000 southeast.
Thanks a lot, 0 Romeo.
All right, so we'll switch over to VFR frequency, and we'll switch over to our frequency, and we'll go ahead and descend here. And we're about 5 miles.
Huntsville executive traffic 4508 Romeo is 5 miles to the southwest. Will be coming in for a left down 1 runway 18. Huntsville executive.
All right, so let's get our pre-landing checklist. All right, so descent, ATIS we've checked. Approach briefing, gonna go into 18. Nav GPS is set, power is desired, fuel selectors on the fullest tank. All right, go ahead and turn our landing light on and our fuel pump on. Autopilot is off. Mixture and props are set for now. So the winds are 220, that favors runway 18. All right.
Huntsville executive 4508 Romeo, turning west downwind runway 18. Huntsville executive.
All right, go ahead and pull it back.
Huntsville executive, Mooney, November 297 Victor. We'll cross midfield, enter left downwind for 18. Huntsville executive.
Huntsville executive Cherokee 0 Romeo is just off of the approach end on the left downwind. Be touch and go runway 18. Huntsville executive.
Senior 4 Mike Romeo, IFR cancellation received, spark VFR for exchange approved, good day.
Runway 4 Mike Romeo.
All right. our left base here.
Oklahoma traffic, Cherokee 7454 Whiskey on the base leg, runway 18, Oklahoma.
Huntsville exact, Cherokee 08 Romeo, turning left base, runway 18, Huntsville exact.
4464, which is 25, good evening. Victor 4464, Huntsville, departure, good day. Your radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000,
gas,
10,000.
gear, mixture, props.
Alright, direct bombs here up to 10.
And flaps are set, seatbelts and switches are good. We're at 80 knots. Hold it here. Alright, lights are on the runway.
Huntsville exact traffic, 4508 Romeo, turning final, runway 18, touch and go, Huntsville exact.
Alright, gas, gear, mixture, props.
November 297 Victor, left downwind for 18, and we do have you traffic there.
Alright, go ahead and get one notch of flaps. We've got 80 knots set. Go ahead and put in a little bit of a slip to the right here. And we'll just fly it on the runway. There we go. One notch flaps down. Roll our trim up.
2815, 4464, good day.
Everything is up, and we're away. $70 knots and rotate.
Huntsville executive, Mooney 297 Victor is left base for 18.
There's 500. Go ahead and lower the nose a little bit. Put our flaps down. Fuel pump is off. Landing lights are off. Bring our prop back to 2500.
Huntsville exact, 450 Romeo, departing the pattern to the west.
And we'll switch back over to approach.
We're 84 Tango, ident.
Huntsville approach November 450 Romeo's back with you just off of executive. Will be just maneuvering to the north, headed a little bit west. Just requesting some flight following.
450 Romeo, Huntsville approach, sunset altimeter 29901, squawk 0117.
Taxiing for departure on 18.
0117 and 29901, 0 Romeo.
So you can see off to the left the city, if I can get a video of that.
0 Romeo, radar contact 15 miles northeast of Huntsville, say altitude.
3,000 feet, 0 Romeo.
0 Romeo, roger.
That was him checking to make sure that his altitude and my altitude correspond, and they do. So there is downtown Huntsville, and you can see the rocket maybe a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see that or not on your view. Heading into the sunset here. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we may fly over to Muscle Shoals. 25 minutes over there. So VFR cruising altitude's above 3,000 feet above the ground. To the west is even altitudes with plus 500 feet. So for example, we're heading west, we would be at 4,500 feet. And then to the east would be odd altitudes plus 500 feet, so 3,500 feet. So we're cruising at 3,000, but we're trying to just say low below the typical VFR cruising altitudes. Don't want to get too low, you need to have a little bit of room to maneuver, but notice it's bombing up too high here. So they should be handing us off over to Atlanta, or at least terminating our flight following here shortly. The border between Huntsville approach and Memphis approach is about halfway to Muscle Shoals or so. Their current weather is 250 at 6. Runway 30 would be the appropriate runway. Yeah, it's almost a dead headwind into us here. So their common frequency is 123.05. We'll monitor that. All right, so we got somebody on the funnel for runway 30, which is fine. Indicator's just off our left over there. See that? Let's see if I can get a picture of that here.
Stop traffic bearing 440 Bravo Echo 10 miles to the west. We'll be entering a left going for 31 south.
There's Decatur Airport there. Boy, the river is beautiful at night over the sunset here. Those clicks on the radio, you hear people turning on the lights for the runway.
Field traffic, Pilatus 111, Whiskey Golf, 5 mile final, 30 control.
I can see all the traffic on my ForeFlight here, which is really nice. It's plugged in with ADS-B to my Garmin GTX 345 transponder, which broadcasts Wi-Fi ADS-B in, so all the traffic that's broadcast in their position to air traffic control comes into my panel here, and then that sends it over to my iPad here. Of course, I could pick it up on here as well with our traffic page, but I like that default nav page. Gives me my distance, my current track bearing, ground speed, what my current waypoint is, and how much time I got before I get there. Some of that stuff is available on the map page, but it's hard to read. All those other icons, you can turn some of that detail down. But, go to our default nav page. So we'll actually go ahead and load in our procedure. Let's say select our airport by flight plan. There we are. And we'll do the RNAV for 30. And we'll be with vectors. So we'll go ahead and load the approach and activate that. And we can export my GPS approach to the map so we can see that. All right, so our before landing checklist, ADS we've checked, approach briefing we've got, so we're going to go with, all right, approach course is 297, ASOS is 119.425. All right, Unicom is 123.105, we got that in. All right, and let's see, so we'll be above 2,000 and down to 2,000 at Tikvu, and then our collision altitude is 750 feet. We've got almost 7,000 feet of runway, and so we'll be just fine with that. So we'll fly an approach and probably touch and go and come back.
Missouri Romeo, how much further west are you going?
I'm just going to go do a little practice touch and go at Muscle Shoals. I can switch over to VFR if you want me to, or just keep the code for a minute.
50 Romeo, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, figure exchange approved, just comment coming back.
Sounds good, 0 Romeo, thanks. Muscle Shoals traffic, 4508 Romeo is 15 to the east, be doing a straight in on runway 30, Muscle Shoals traffic.
So the air traffic controller, we came out of his airspace, his controlling airspace. So what he's asking is what I'm going to do if I'm going to turn around and just keep the code, but since I'm going past it and going to go on to Muscle Shoals, he had me switch over to 1200, which is the VFR generic frequency
St. Clair, Cherokee 32825, 5 miles to the west.
And then I'll call it back whenever we're back in the air.
We're going to cross midfield 2000 into the downwind runway 21 full stop, St. Clair.
All right. Go ahead and turn our fuel pump on and our landing lights on. Alternator's looking good. Go ahead and bring our prop on up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and descend down now a little bit. We'll come on down to about 2,000 feet.
Shoals traffic, 08 Romeo Cherokee is 10 to the east, be doing a practice GPS approach with a touch and go for runway 30, Shoals traffic.
All right, we should be intercepting the approach course here shortly. Level off here 2,000. I got the runway in sight, but flat like we don't. We're still VFR, just doing some practice approaches just to get the feel of it under when we can actually see things. That way we kind of have the procedures down when we do it in real life or under the hood. Should be seeing the needle move here shortly. I don't see any traffic on the ground. Somebody called, I'm not sure what he was calling for. After Tikvu, 1400 to Dixu, and then 750 on the needle's alive. Starting to move. We'll get our turn sorted out here. All right, so we are 10 miles, 8 miles.
Shoals traffic, Cherokee 08 Romeo, 8 miles straight in runway 30, Shoals traffic.
There we go. Now that worked. See, I don't know why it didn't work at Madison. That's right. All right. The landing light is on. Gas is on the fuelless tank. Gear is down and welded. Mixture is down.
Cherokee inbound Muscle Shoals. We're holding short 12 for departure. If it helps you out, we could go to 18.
When are you going to get off? I'll be there. It's going to take me a few minutes to get there, 0 Romeo.
We're ready to go.
Yeah, go ahead and go.
Okay, thanks. We'll be out of your way. Thanks. Muscle traffic, Cherokee 3 Sierra Papa is departing 12, left turn out.
Yeah, so I can offset if necessary to the side. Go ahead and put our flaps in.
And Muscle traffic, Cherokee, I'm sorry. Cessna 3 Sierra Papa just departed 30 to the north, Muscle.
Shoals traffic, 0 Romeo is on a 3 mile final runway 30, and I got the departing traffic in sight. Shoals traffic.
Okay, we've got you inside as well, thanks.
That'll have me inside. I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. All right. Gas gear, mixture, props, flaps. Seatbelts and switches all set. So 14.3 and 2400 gives me, with 10 degrees of flaps, a 500 foot per minute descent. Now it looks high, but we're still below glide slope here. That's just that nighttime black hole thing. So I got a little slower ground speed because of that headwind. So I need a little bit more power. We're not quite at, probably only about 400 foot per minute descent rate here. All right, 500 AGL. Get our second set of flaps in here. Go ahead and start slowing down.
Shoals traffic, 0 Romeo, short final, runway 30, touch and go, Shoals traffic.
Got plenty of runway here. Leading the speed off. And glide it on. Good. First notch flaps in, everything forward. Trim up, and we're away. All right. 85 and 90 climbing. All right, 500 feet. We'll go ahead and climb up to 3,500 on the way back since that's reasonable VFR cruising altitude.
Shoals traffic, Pilatus 111 Whiskey Golf. We taxiing via Alpha Bravo 212. 30. Shoals.
Shoals traffic, Cherokee 0, Romeo is just off of runway 30, heading back east. Just over the top of the runway, be climbing up to 3,500, Shoals traffic.
Muscle Shoals traffic, Cessna 6130, Pop, I'm 6 miles to the east, I'm maneuvering at 3,000 feet, Muscle Shoals.
Yes, we'll be above him by 500, so that should be fine. All right. Got our nav radio set up. Let's see, this traffic is in front of me, 400 feet below me. I'm gonna go put my lights on. That way, hopefully he'll see me. Looks like he's turning away. All right, so it's telling us we're about to enter Huntsville, so we'll go ahead and call him.
Huntsville approach November 4508 Romeo is back with you. Be returning back to Huntsville International.
4508 Romeo, Huntsville approach, altimeter 2992, squawk 0131.
0131, 2992, Romeo.
CBN 3 Whiskey Charlie, turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 3000.
Now let's go ahead and go over and get our ATIS.
3000, 3 Whiskey Charlie.
08 Romeo, radar contact 3 miles northeast of the Cortland Airport, stay altitude.
3600, Romeo.
08 Romeo, roger, expect 36 left.
36 left, Romeo.